Tonight we have an amazing opportunity for you to really say yes to yourself as a healer. And there's no better way that I know for myself to bring that energy forth for you than to go ahead and start off with one of my channel prayers and get the energy moving. So if you'll join me in your breath and in your place of connection right here and now, I'm going to go ahead and get us started in just one moment. So let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through your nose, up through your crown chakra, up through your higher self, up to life source energy, and allow that all in all energy of life source energy to flow back down now, all the way back down through your higher self, through your crown chakra, down in through your energetic body, through your physical body, all the way through your auric field, down to the core of the earth. As I speak these words in the I am for everyone to listen to my voice. As I recognize right here and right now, God is all there is. God, life source, is all there is. There's nothing but the essence of the bliss, of the joy, of the infinite intelligence, power, good of God that's right here and right now. I'm grateful that by whatever name that I associate, source, energy, creator, spirit, whatever it is, that I'm here to claim the fullness of my connection and my authority as a spiritual leader, as a healer on the planet. I'm grateful that I'm ready to start shedding the veils of invisibility and allow myself to show up as who I really am, as that spiritual authority, leader, and healer that I am. And I'm grateful to start expanding that which I'm bringing forth in the most amazing way, that there's been so many downloads of visions and ways of reaching people and helping in a greater way than I have already, that I'm ready to receive, I'm ready to say yes to, I'm ready to let it into my energy so that I can just allow it to ground and say yes, so that the ground is filled with plenty, the plenty of source spirit energy that's flowing through me, that wants to radiate throughout the entire consciousness on the planet, that wants to raise the vibration of the possibilities and the good that wants to be experienced through me and through all. So I'm grateful that whatever's been calling to me, whatever I've been feeling, whatever I've been sensing and knowing deep down inside, I'm no longer willing to hold it back and hide from it any longer, that I'm willing to tap into that power. I'm willing to tap into all the energy of who I am and let it be visible in the world. That when someone asks me what I do, that I'm willing to just full out share what I do. I'm willing to step on a stage where thousands of people are there and say what I do and know that I have authority, I have the confidence for my connection with source energy that allows me to speak, allows me to do all the work that I do, and I have full confidence and trust in life itself to flow through me to provide all the amazing services and all the things that I want to do in the world in the most powerful and aligned ways possible. So I'm grateful for this opportunity tonight to receive that which will nourish me, that will allow me to feel the sense of momentum, the sense of this is the time, this is the moment. The collective consciousness is continuing to cry out for more, a deeper yes of all of who I am, a deeper yes to the mission that I'm here to fulfill, and saying yes to all of who I am as an infinite being, and allowing that to be visible and leading forth with this energy. So I'm grateful, knowing that the gifts that I bring forth are most amazing, that I'm most worthy to bring these gifts forward, that I am one with source energy, that just as much as Jesus or any other leader, Buddha, Gandhi, any other leader that preceded me, that I have just as much authority as anyone else that has preceded me, and that I'm willing to start to trust that and know it's true and operate from that space, so that it's no longer blasphemous, and it's no longer a sense of shame or guilt or I'm never good enough, I'm never perfect, but I'm releasing those energetic patterns from the energy of separation. I'm no longer willing to play from that place. I'm willing to be in my clearness, in my authority, in my knowing of who I am, and bring that forth to serve people from the powerful energetic gifts that I have to share in the world, to create the programs, the opportunities for people to serve them in the more expanded ways that are coming to me, that there is a big mission I'm meant to serve. I'm willing to serve it in the most expanded way that is meant and most aligned for me and my life and what I represent. I'm grateful to let it be so and let it be done. Thank you, God, and so it is. right, great. Well, if you'll just take a few grounding breaths with me. With each grounding breath, just say yes to yourself. Just say yes to yourself. Yes. All right, great. All right, so thank you for your patience and us getting started tonight and me working with the technology. This is all part of me going big and bold as a healer, is starting to do more and more new things, including these Google video hangouts, and yet that requires a learning curve that even when we feel like we've learned those things up front, that we're still always on that edge of growth, of learning. What is it that I need to be stepping into next that allows me to expand and create more impact and help more people in the world? How can I do that? What is calling to me? What have I been holding back on? What do I need to say yes to? So those are the things I want you to be tuning into as we are gathered here together tonight. I'm going to share some things with you that will apply to all of you at some level, yet applies specifically more deeply to a select number of you that are probably here tonight. So the big opportunity right now is that I've been out here, in the field, planting the seeds and helping so many people by helping them to claim their gifts as a healer. That's what we do here at the Academy for Invincible Healers. So we do that through providing people training around doing energy scans, that is intuitively tuning into people. We do that by helping people to utilize that as one way of connecting with people, to do one-to-one work with them, and to do powerful work from that place and start thriving as healers and to create a platform and know who they're meant to serve and to start circulating with their gifts. And we also teach the channel prayer that you just were experiencing from me and be able to use that in their healing practice to help others. And so we've seen lots of people doing amazing things, and that's one of the most common words that we hear from the people that are doing the work that I've been teaching, is that it's amazing. And what I wanted to do, as we're in a time right now where we're shifting gears to share that work with so many more people, that I wanted to share with you the opportunity for those of you especially who have already been doing the one-to-one work, and maybe you've come through some of my trainings, maybe you haven't, but you already know basically what to do as far as getting out there, offering strategy sessions or intuitive sessions. Maybe you already call yourself a healer. Maybe you don't. Maybe you know you're a healer, but you're like, oh, I don't need to share that. I just kind of do healing, and I don't have to say I'm a healer, and it's just a word, and it doesn't really matter, and all that kind of stuff. And yet, I would say that you would be so much more powerful if you'll just claim yourself fully as a healer. And it's one of the things that people are holding back on every level that I meet, and I'm with so many people, colleagues, friends, and my clients sometimes, that are still, certainly some of my clients, that's why they work with me, is to come out of the box more. There's so many fears around being persecuted, ridiculed for sharing who you are. Think about when you're out in public and someone asks you, what do you do? If you're doing coaching, healing, or those kinds of things, it's much easier to say something like, yeah, I kind of help people. I help them with their personal problems, kind of like a therapist, or I coach people, or all those types of things. But what is it? Or I kind of help people, but I charge for it. Some of you might be still in that category. Some of the things I'll share will be really great for you here too. But whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. This specific event is for people that already are out there serving people as healers. And maybe you're making $2,000 or $3,000 per month, or maybe you're making $10,000 or more even. Much more than that is possible. And maybe you're reaching hundreds or maybe even thousands of people already. So maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But you're at a place where definitively you're already doing healing work, you're already serving people, and you are just starting to scratch the surface of what you know is possible. That if you claimed all the power of who you are as a healer, and you reached out and you started serving people in new expanded ways from being the healer, that so many new blessings could be bestowed upon people. And yet your mind keeps saying, let's play it safe. Let's not go there. Let's not be visible in that kind of way. That's going to cause a stir. What's my family going to think? What's my community going to think? What are people in the world going to say? What are other healers going to say? Are they going to think I'm as good as them? Am I going to be better than them? You know, this whole dichotomy, this split that goes on in our energy around, you know, would I be really good at it? Would I be really bad at it? Am I worthy? Am I not worthy? So always with this duality of this, right? And yet, as you know, I was describing within the prayer and was coming through me is just, again, is one of the big things we represent here is this just ending this conversation that comes from the mind thinking about things, fearing things, trying to be smart about things, and not just being who we are. So we just need to be who we are and just show up at our fullness in this moment. That's it. And when you do that, you're naturally a healer anyway. We all are healers at some level. We're all healers. We're all called to do this work. But yet, are we going to show up? When we start showing up, when all the conscious entrepreneurs and spiritual entrepreneurs and people that already call themselves healers, and whatever you want to call yourself is fine. But I'm saying is you lean into more of the power of who you are as an infinite being. And one of the words I like to use, and that we represent healer, is the healer archetype, because I feel it is that archetype that is so spiritual leader, healer, is so, oh, can I really be that? And you can be. We want to help, you know, countless people around the globe that are knowing they are that, to step up, to bring forth. We have an opportunity like we are here tonight, where there's people from around the planet that are listening to this Google Hangout, or will listen to it later. And how is that possible? Well, it just has taken me all the steps I've taken to get to where I am now to reach you. And what's it start with? It starts with one primary thing. It starts with a full commitment. So if you've been following some of the emails I've been sending out, I've been talking about this. We've got to have that full commitment. We've got to bring it. And a full commitment doesn't mean we're bringing perfection in from the mind's perspective. No, we're bringing full presence. We're bringing our full self out of the closet, and we're just bringing it out into the world. We're not apologizing for it anymore. We're not trying to hide it. We're not trying to run around it. We're not trying to be split. You know, I'm half this, what you will accept. I'm half this, which I'm afraid you might accept, or you might not accept, or if you do accept it, I might not be what you think I am. Well, forget about all that. Just be who you are, and lead with the depth of the power of who you are. Well, this in itself, bringing this energy and getting into this energy, in itself is so powerful. This is what will bring people to you like nothing else, because you're finally being all of who you are. And for those of you that this is really true for, you know, you feel it, you know it. It's kind of like, yeah, I know you're right, and yet there's that fear, right? That's okay. It's just that old pattern, that old fear that's there. And it wants to be broken through. It wants to be released. It wants to be, you know, whatever. It wants to be just transmuted into the presence of God and Source Spirit that you are. So there's that depth of love that's in your heart that wants to be shared in the world. Are you committed to bringing that forth and knowing that you can do that and thrive as a healer on every level, reach all the people you're meant to reach, and thrive financially at whatever level you want? That there is no sense of separation anymore between the good that is happening by you saying yes to financial abundance in your life through doing this work, and the good that can be circulated and expanded through saying yes to that. That in fact it's added onto you by saying yes to that. by having people commit their energy and their dollars into your services, that it allows them to expand and see something so much greater, that there are so many lies and illusions to our lives that no longer can we play small. Can we just say, well, that's good enough, at least I'm kind of getting by? It's a full commitment that I want to thrive. I want to have more of an expanded life, that I keep imagining, taking these trainings and taking more trips and having more time with my family, doing all the things that I want to do, and yet it's not happening. It's like, well, maybe if I work a little bit harder, maybe if I take on a few more clients, maybe. The maybe is you're generating maybe results by coming from this place. What if you just committed to whatever it is that you know that you really are, and allowed whatever that is to guide you today, to allow yourself to get into that intuitive connection of knowing, if I am meant to do this, this is what I must do today. This is the action I'm to take. As one that's already doing this work as a business in the world, what are my next steps to be in that download? Now, some of you are already doing that, but how deep are you going? A lot of us go only so far. We tune into our guidance from a place of, well, what can I do that I feel safe with? And please, angels, give me the safe ones, and then I'll do those. And please, let it just bless everyone, and hopefully I'll make some money. When we come from this vibration, we suppress the opportunities for everyone. When we come with full force, with a full sense of knowing that everything's possible, and as I say yes to the full opportunity that's available for everyone, I'm not afraid. I'm not playing this game that money's really good or it's really bad or all this stuff, that it's just a vehicle of saying yes to life. When you allow it to be a vehicle to say yes to life, your life will take off. It will expand. When you start saying, I can have all of the life that I want. I can have all the financial prosperity that I want. I can allow myself to play and have the time off that I want, the self-care, take the trips that I want to take. When you start doing that, you just start saying yes to all of it. Yes, there's judgmental people out there. There's things going out. There are these people, and there's those people out there, and there's all kinds of things going on in the world. And when we just learn to embrace everything, we bring our full embrace and our love to everything. We don't hold it back anymore, our love. We make that full commitment of our love and standing in our strength and in our power and our vulnerability all at the same time. That it's all true, that it's not just one thing or another thing. Well, I'll just be strong, or I'll just be vulnerable. What's the right thing to do so I'll be safe? It's like I am a robot, right? I just need to be a robot. Show me how to be the right robot so I will do well and be happy. And yet you're not happy because you're being a robot and you're not a robot. Just a matter of just showing all of who you are. And I would say that is one of the things, as you're seeing here today. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, the Q&A feature, we don't have it up right now. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get things worked out one way or another. That's what we call about the invincibility factor. You keep taking steps even when you're not sure what to do next. You let things unfold. Let things unfold. You embrace everything. You let it tickle your funny bone because you know everything's well all the time. It's that freak out trigger inside of us that's freaked out by everything that just shuts everything down. So when I talk about a full commitment as a healer, I'm talking about I'm committed no matter what comes up. I'm committed to being in my download, following it from the depth of my commitment. Playing at the highest level I'm being called to play at, that I'm willing to play at. Aligning with that and letting myself play at that level as a healer. And grow, and allow the energy of what we're standing in collectively to grow. And as we become more visible, we allow ourselves to claim more of who we are when we're in our power, when we're visible, and speaking up. in the world more than ever before. People can embrace something new. What are they seeing now? What do they see on the news? What are they tuning into? Yeah, there's all this stuff going on like we've got going on here. But what are people tuning into more? They're tuning into a lot of other messages and ideas in the news and on TV that could continue to drag them down, continue to keep them in a certain level of consciousness, that keep them feeling like I don't have what I want through the commercials on the TV, etc. The things that poke on you that say you need this, I'm saying you need this, you better have it, or your life is garbage. Wow, it's quite a trip, right? And as we individually rise above that, all of us here, and as we bring that forth into the world, we represent something greater. We start impacting all of those out there, even those people you think are unreachable. You keep saying people aren't going to get it. People won't get it. Other people aren't going to get who I am as a healer. No, they do. They get you. Trust me, they do. You're just pressing their buttons. They're just afraid to say yes to who they are. That's what it is. It's not about you. It's about them. That's why they recoil. It's because at some level they get it. They know it, and they're afraid of it. We have to get past our own fears. We need to start showing up more fully and visibly. So I know a lot of you can have these multiple $1,000 businesses, even your local area or even online, and kind of play under the radar and you kind of getting along. But are you willing to take a deeper stand of leadership in the world? I'm willing to be a part of the group that takes what they call the common denominator, which is all what the mass marketers market to, are the common denominator, the lowest common denominator. They tend to look at that. They're like, well, what is it people want? Okay, they want nice looking food that's tasty. Let's market lots of that. But and yet it's not, the type of fatty foods that we say, pizzas and all this stuff. If we want to eliminate this, we've got to raise the consciousness so that the common denominator of the consciousness is much higher. Like, look at all these great environmental movements. Now, we could, say, well, some are not good, they've been destructive and not productive. Some are, or whatever, all these different sides again, right? Well, overall, the consciousness around the environment has, in my opinion anyway, you have your own opinion, seems to have raised, hasn't it? And it's been because there's been so many people out there planting the seeds. As healers, if we are to have people claim something even more powerful than that, like being an infinite being a healer, what that really represents, now what's possible? We have more and more people that understand what that really is. Bring that message out into the world in the way that you're called to bring that message out into the world. Now what's going to be possible? What naturally, the collective consciousness, as it shifts, all the things we complain about what's going on in the world will shift. Being the change in the world that we wish to see ourselves, bringing the love, truth, and transformations out into the world that we're called to bring, that's what's imperative. That's what's being called for right now. And we're, with every deep call for us to answer, there comes another side that we're seeing, another thing that can happen if we don't answer that call. And every time we're not calling something higher, which we're being called to go so much higher all the time now, at the same time there is this end of days, end of days type of thing going on. And it's a real type of feeling and energy that seems to be in the air, right? Like, I don't know, just something huge is going to happen and it's going to be a lot of turmoil. Let's even put it that way. Maybe it's not the end of the world type of thing, but maybe it's something else, and we sense that, we feel that, and we worry about it. All that is a call for you to start doing your work full out. As everyone does, we create whatever reality that we're wanting to step into. Every call of disaster or this or that is just calling for us to be in our depth. So that's the opportunity for you. It's not going to happen. It's great. I applaud you all. I applaud you all just for showing up here today. I applaud you for everything you've moved through, your healing journey. I applaud you for the work you're doing as a healer. you're doing so much good, but we're being called to go so much farther. There needs to be so many of us out there doing this work, getting out there, reaching all the people we're meant to reach. So just naturally, everything when we talk about our governments, we're talking about our advertisers, our big businesses, everything just will start to shift naturally from us just being all of who we're meant to be. Just showing up. I mean, two people I'll mention as far as if you think you're too unworthy to be on a big stage. Number one, Jesus. He said, from what we're told, right, and I can say from authority also, that he said things like, these things and greater you will do, right? Those types of things. These things and greater you will do than what he had done. There's no message of you're unworthy, you can't do this. It's all about worthiness. It's about you're infinitely worthy. Gandhi, was asked about being this, boy, you're so special and everything. He'd be like, I'm not special. I'm like everyone else. I'm just like everyone else. I'm a simple man. Anyone that would do the same things that I do would get the same kind of results. What did both of them do? What are the people that are having the greatest impact on the planet doing? They're standing up. They're standing in their authority and standing in their love at the same time. It goes together. It's one. There's not a dichotomy. Well, we sense there is. We're standing in our power. Our old stuff comes up. We feel the anger. We feel the angst. All our stuff starts swirling, and we don't know what to do with it. That's where getting some support can be very helpful on your journey. So I know that that's been part of my journey, is being able to move through that stuff. I mean, I went from wherever you are to where I am now. I started off, with big visions, but yet playing at a smaller level at first, which is where we all start. We start at some level, call it small, big, it doesn't, whatever. It's just this level where you're just serving so far, there's so much more. So you're serving that one-to-one level, and you're seeing great results, but at some point, it's like, I'm meant to do more. You just know it, and maybe it's like you feel bad because you're not even as interested in your clients anymore. Maybe that's even true for you. And you're working so hard, or you're making so little money still compared to what you know is possible. So you have to up level. You need to up level what you're doing with your one-to-one. You need to start offering other things, programs, group programs. Maybe start offering some live events, getting out, speaking, being visible, the way I am tonight, for example. These types of things. Building an email list. Doing all the things it takes to build a bigger operation. Creating a team. I have an extensive team now. I feel it's an extensive team compared to where I had been. I don't know how many we've got now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably 8 people. All part of a team now working together. As far as our core team, 5 to 8. It takes a lot of support. Go to the next levels. You can get by with very little at first, but you go only so far, right? With a lot of support, you can go so much farther, and you bless so many more people's lives as you are open to that support. And it's just all about just saying yes to that. So I started off with learning about, well, how do I get out there? I started off with these scans, getting one-to-one clients, and coming out of the box little by little, and until I started a whole academy to become fully visible as a healer in the world. I keep working on it. There's still times when I feel like I want to bite my tongue on what I do. So I keep working through my next levels and layers, and I keep building and expanding my reach and all the people I'm meant to serve, definitely. But I've gone from those lower levels of income where you're struggling to thriving to the 6-figure thing to multiple 6 figures now, and we're just building. We're scaling for 7 figures. Everything is in flow. Everything's there, and I'm doing it. I'm committed to doing it from my depth, from who I just truly am, not from pre-cut formulas, I use that last. I look at that last. If it aligns with who I am and what I want to represent and how I want to roll in the world, fine. I'll take a look at it. I'll consider it. But it's got to come from, it's got to feel like it's really me I'm representing when I go to offer something. So when we look at marketing and selling and all that kind of stuff that I support people in and have helped people to make so much more money faster and to go to their next level, I'm able to show you how to do that by just being who you are as a healer and claiming that fully. That's the type of support I'm bringing forward. A to B to C to this next point, and everybody's path's different. I've seen people start off with live events, then do one-to-one, then do group programs. I've seen people start with group programs, then go to one-to-one, then do live events. I've seen every combination, every variety out there. So everything's possible. Everything's possible. That's why there's so many people say, oh no, everybody else is missing a vote. I've got the formula. But there's a lot of different ways. And one way that we've shared in the world is very helpful, with the energy scans and all that. That's very powerful as a healer. Just learning how to do that, no matter what, is very powerful. No matter how you're, operationalizing how you use that in the world. Be able to see people fully is amazing. As I look at our time, the time is moving on, and I really do want to, reach out to people tonight. So I am going to be taking a look here at my Outlook. I was supposed to hear from one of my support people. I see I'm doing this together with support tonight. See what kind of where we're at. Let me take a look here. So everything's working with that. Okay, so my understanding is perhaps we will start seeing some have the ability to comment. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. Given something. Take a look at this. And then we'll move on. So whatever questions you have, I just like to connect with each of you that wants to connect with me tonight, and be able to hear, your questions. And it looks like if you just go to our public page right now, I'm seeing a couple of comments. I see Angie here said hello from Germany. Got someone who, Pamela Jones here, who said, I never think of myself as a healer, but I'm starting to. That's so typical for people that work with me and work with through us. It's a progressive thing. It's not like overnight everyone just says I'm a healer, hallelujah. Not always. Usually it's a progression that goes on. Yes, I'm able to access live on the cell phone listening now. Thank you. Great. All right, great. Wonderful. So I'm just looking through the comments, just all your wonderful hellos and everything. Okay, great. So what is the best way to become more visible? Amy asks. Well, Amy, then I see another one that came. Are you doing any scans today? Yes, I am. Vicki, I'm guessing you want a scan then. But I'm going to go ahead, and anybody that wants a scan, I can only do so many tonight. But yeah, go ahead and just say, yes, I would like an energy scan. I'm going to tune in with where I feel you are as a healer on your journey. Just kind of get a sense of that and relay that a message to you that might help you tonight. But the big thing is just to start saying yes. And when you start saying yes to it, you start giving it your attention and presence, and you just do it in a place here where you are amongst the people that will absolutely see you for who you are. You're all so intuitive. But as I'm talking about each person, I bet a lot of people on here will see some of the things that I'm seeing even. And I've got Marina. Hi, Marina. She says, I also don't remember to think of myself as a healer, but wanting to openly own that more all the time. Thanks, Dan. Well, thank you for that comment. Okay, well, it's interesting. Usually we have a lot of people asking for the scans right away. Maybe people can't see where to do this. I don't know. Oh, I have one here. Okay, now I'm seeing them come in. Okay, great. I'll try to keep up with, I'll select the ones that I can, and this is scheduled for 60 minutes, so I'm going to try to stay around 60 minutes. Amy, now you also asked what's the best way to become more visible. I got right away that we should do a scan for you, so thank you for asking for one. Let me tune in. I see a bunch of things already, but I like to pause and really tune in, so hold on. Yeah, I mean, you really have this wizardry archetype, what I call the witch archetype. So you've done this work in past lives. You also have the princess archetype. Now, does that mean you were literally those things or not? Maybe, maybe not. But I see those archetypes in you. But as I scan into your energy, I feel like as I go in through your top, I go through the chakras. So as I look in through your crown chakra, I see a sense of, I do see that sense of confusion, a block in the crown chakra. So usually this, for you, it feels like it's a safe, maybe there's some safety issues, putting on the brakes. So to really allow life to flow and let go and get off the brakes, that's very unnerving for you. You're wondering what the hell's going to fall apart when I do that. That's what comes to me. But you have incredible intuitive senses. You can see and hear and feel things. Your throat chakra is definitely blocked. So speaking up was not acceptable growing up. This is something. But this is your thing. Is you can show. So basically, what I'm talking about sounds like this exact thing you're needing to embody. Is I need to be able to just trust what's coming in, because you get the downloads, but to really deeply trust yourself and your gifts is where your issue is. And then so that's one of the first things. You have to trust yourself. Otherwise, you're not going to become visible. What's the best way to become visible is to start showing up and saying, I'm a healer, and offering some kind of services to people. It depends as far as strategy, but these are things I'm seeing energetically. Your heart's open, got some nice energy. There is definitely some protection there, some real wiggly nigglies. Just sharing some things quickly. You have a real strength in your power center, but it's locked up. The sacral area definitely has got some what I would call a stilted energy. So you can be highly creative, but it's got to be focused in a very directive type of way typically. That may not always be true. And the grounding factor is not, it seems like you're very practical, down to earth at one level, but there's a grounding factor that's not there, and it has to do with, again, it has to do with safety. So those are some of the things I'm noticing for you. So for you, I would say we'll include, what I do at the end is I do a prayer for everyone, and I'll include some of the elements that I was picking up for you to allow yourself to open up more. But what are some of the best ways? I mean, to me, there's so many ways. I wouldn't say there's one good way to become more visible. But in a business, I would say one of the best ways is to get out there and start speaking. Speaking in front of live audiences in person, speaking online, learning how to partner with other people, and doing teleseminars or Google Hangouts or you know, anything, you know, just to kind of get things going, webinars. Those are all highly effective ways of doing it. Live events can be great, you know, they small or large. I've done mostly small, medium-sized ones so far. I've done, you know, one of the things you all should know, I've done a lot of the different things that you see out there: live events, group programs, uh, home study courses, one-to-one group programs, one-to-one and group programs combined. I don't know, training, certifications. I've done a lot of different things, so there's a lot of different things you can do. But the first thing is to show up, and you know, partnering with others and doing speaking, I would say, is one of the best ways to become visible. And often it is good to become visible with the people that are most open to your message first. Start there. They're the ones that are most likely to say yes to being your client. But I'm also putting a call out there to all of you to start being visible wherever you go. Like when you're on an airplane, when people just ask you what you do, when you show up at a restaurant, you know, do a prayer, do an energetic blessing of your food. Show up. Show up, be who you are. If you're wanting to meditate while you're on an elevator and close your eyes, do it. You want to do an aum while you're on the elevator. You know, it's okay. Let people think you're weird. They'll think you're weird until everyone's doing it, and all of a sudden now it's fashionable, right? It doesn't matter. We've got to quit being afraid. That's how we're going to, if you want to see that kind of world, we've got to start just doing it. I hope that helps, Amy, and I'm going to go ahead and start to go to some of the other ones here. Haley Gregory, but I'd love a scan. Okay. Haley. Okay, let me tune in. You're very sensitive and very compassionate, and you see so many different possibilities, and you see what's possible. You know, that's a real gift you have, and so you can see many sides to any situation. I really love that about you. That's something we're often criticized for. I'll just say that I know I've been, I don't know, criticized or whatever, and put on the spot for that. Wow, you know, you're always taking the other side. I just like to present different sides to things. No one has any stronghold on every bit of truth. Let's listen to all the views. What are we resisting? So I'm kind of getting a little off on the tangent there. Let me continue to share some more. You have connections with the angel realm, fairy realm. Yeah, close to the earth. Yeah, energetically, you're able to do a lot. You're able to do a lot. But yeah, I mean, my sense is that again, you're able to, but you're not doing it. You're not really, you're not fully doing it. You're doing it just a little bits, which is fine. You know, actually, that's perfect. I mean, where you are is perfect. What I'm saying is, let's take the quantum leap. Let's take the quantum leap. Let's just do that. Let's start taking the quantum leap, whatever that is for you. And I'll share with you an opportunity for all of you to be able to meet with me one-to-one, so I can help you decide what that quantum leap would be for you. What is your going big and bold? And for you, I know it's showing up in the public sphere as who you are would be definitely a big one for you, for all of you. But especially for you, it feels very in the closet, the work you're doing. And, you know, so whatever, you know, I mean, you know, again, you may be working somewhere where you're visible, but you're staying, you know, invisible, basically, though, at the same time, in terms of getting out there in a bigger way. So that's what I'm seeing in your energy. So it's just like, okay, you know what? Maybe part of your mission is things like, I want people working with fairies to be the norm, or whatever your thing is. You know, I'm not here to say I know what your thing is instantly, because I want to move on. But I'm saying whatever your thing is, that's what wants to be shared and wants to be made visible. It's not visible. How are we going to experience? I don't want to see this happen anymore. Well, then bring the energetic blessing forth on the plane, and it'll happen. That's how we do it. We don't do it by. We don't typically these days, especially. We're not being asked to just do the same old stuff again and again. Let's fight them. Let's fight them with petitions and this and that. There's a time and place for all that. I'm not saying that's wrong. Just saying, we want to take it to the next level where we simply show up in our presence and we let things be so. Because they just want to happen. It's the higher vibrational thing that wants to come through. When you take a stand for it, as I've been taught and as I have experienced countless times, you plus God is a majority with something that is really real. It's going to happen. We often don't trust that. That's where getting some support helps. Let's see. Do some more. Let's see. We've got. We'll do a few more minutes worth. I'll try to do some a little bit faster. We've got. I hope I'm saying this right. Mona in India. Very intellectual is my sense of you. I get a sense of gridlock in your head. You give me an impression of someone that might get headaches, but you do get huge energetic downloads, so you can feel knocked out by those things. So there's there's protective mechanisms. So I see it in you too, like not knowing how to handle that energy coming in. So a lot of it is just getting your energy open to just let things flow. And then, of course, I'm talking a lot about the upper chakras, but which is a significant issue for healers, actually. Even those the crown chakra, third eye chakra, yeah, they're more open typically in healers. But as we go down into the lower chakras, the power center, sacral, root chakra, oh boy, lots of issues for most healers. And that's where a lot of the deeper work really needs to take place. Let me go on to the next one just because I know there's some others here and I want to reach more people. Vicky, let's see. You think about things a lot. So I get the word pensive comes to me. Also getting a sense of a dog. Perhaps you have so there's some strong connection with a dog that you have in your field. Let's see, what else? Yeah, for you, the crown chakra seems there's blockage there. I definitely have the energy signature of a healer. Something at the top of your energy field that's blocking the energy. Oh, wow. So as I scan people's energies, things start to unfold. So like in your case, I'm feeling the energy opening up so that there is that angelic energy that wants to come in. So I feel it's strictly something happened to you in a past life that shut down your energy field from connecting more deeply with the higher realms and integrating that. So yeah, I'm getting 16th century, 17th century, or something like that, and 1600s. I'll put it that way. Feels like a beheading type of thing. So these are the types of things that healers deal with that maybe we do take steps forward as healers, but because these things are still in our field, we're still holding back. Angie. You're quick, intuitive, fast answers for things. Now learn to trust those quick answers. I'm going to go through some names quick. Lynn, You've got a huge psychic party going on. It's time to share those blessings more fully in the world. Trey, wow, you got a beautiful energy. There's something with speaking that is really writing and speaking. I get is really important for you. I get a water energy. There's a water energy. Well, it's right. It's funny. It's always like right there. Like your last name actually has water in the name. Tar water. Yeah. Um, I see a bunch of different people. Lisa, you know what's next. Lisa Keating. Man, you know you can do anything with your energy. See, it's a matter of trusting it. Can I trust it? Can it really be that easy? Can I really do that? Should I? Am I really? Can I really do that and be accepted by others? A lot of it has to do with that. Am I going to be taken down? Am I going to be ridiculed? Is there going to be another witch hunt? Well, Norman, you know you're a powerhouse of energy and leadership, but there is a feeling of like I want to say engineer little boy or something that's saying let's just keep it down to the train track down in the basement. There's something going on with that. So it might be messages you got at certain ages, you know, where you know you're only going to be able to rise to a certain level. It's just a feeling I'm getting for you today. We've got a lot of people. But I have to transition from here because we're coming to the end of our time, and I do want to do a prayer at the end. So, but the clear, you know, the clear channeled message for me to you is everything I shared earlier. You know, I do deeper trance channeling as well for people. You know, today, you know, we really, I'm trying to get a lot done today. So I just shared the one level of channeling that I feel like I'm channeling things all the time. We all do. But definitely the channeled messages for this group collectively is definitely always comes back to trusting. You know, trusting who you are as a healer, trusting that you can actually show up as who you are as a healer in the most expansive, powerful way. When you say yes to that, the support that you're looking for to be able to do all that, whatever amount of it you need, will show up. Well, how do I do those things? How do I actually do that? I don't know how to do a talk. I don't know how to partner with people. I don't know how to design programs. Well, if you're really ready to do this stuff, you're really ready to be committed to doing this, then you'll get the support. You'll figure it out. It's not brain surgery. There are some things you can learn that can make a huge difference in your results with that. But the first thing is your energy and getting your energy right. And everybody wants a quick tip on that, but you know, the big thing is keep clearing your energy and keep affirming, you know, what it is you want in your life, or whatever methods you use for that. I use channel prayer. But get the support you need from mentors and others, and create a support team for yourself that's going to empower you at your highest levels. At your highest levels. What is going to help you operate at your highest levels now? That's what you want to be tuned in with. Whether it's me or someone completely different, it doesn't matter. You just have to go do it with whoever you're being called to. And usually it's not just one person, by the way. It's not usually just, hey, work with Dan or this other person or that person. It's usually work with multiple people, maybe not all at once, maybe all at once. But it just, who cares? It's just whatever is the right support. So that's what it comes down to. So we're at the place where I just want to make a very simple, brief invitation for you to be able to meet with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm offering all of you the opportunity to meet with me. And as I'm talking to you, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the link to be able to do for you to be able to apply to receive a 30-minute intuitive strategy session with me. So I can tune into your energy more deeply, and also just give you more specific information based on our interactions of what I'm seeing for you right now. Now, sometimes I meet with people and I say, hey, you're doing fine. You're doing great. Maybe you could use some support here or there. Maybe you need to go off to Hawaii for a few weeks. Maybe you need a vacation. Maybe you better start making 10 phone calls a day to reach new clients. It just totally depends on the person. So one of the options certainly would be to get more support and get mentorship from myself. So I have a new program that I've developed for you. It is the Go Big and Bold as an Invincible Six-Figure Healer program. It's not something I wanted to get into a whole presentation around tonight. I just wanted to connect with you tonight, and because I feel like when you are just feeling the calling, when you feel the calling and you answer the calling, and you know that this is on your plate, and you can keep running around it as long as you like, but you know it's going to still be on that plate at the end of the day. And when are you gonna wake up and start doing this stuff? You're gonna keep pointing out in the world, it's you. You're not standing up. You're not doing what you should do. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. Boy, politicians, why don't you get your act together? Business people, get your act together. These people, those people. Oh, so much abuse, this and that. Well, what about you? What are you gonna do? I mean, really, what are you gonna do? That's a question I ask myself every day. What am I doing for myself? What am I doing to be a blessing in the world? What am I doing to be better at every level? Be a better parent, be a better spouse, better in that I'm anchoring even more love and more good blessings. How can I help you all more? What is it how am I doing that? Let's be with that. That's all that matters. Those are the things that matter. Specifics around programs and stuff. I can share all that with you when and if it's even applies. So I'm going to show you an opportunity to apply for a session with me, to connect with me. I'm going to put it right here on this feed. So let me just type that in here. So it's a 30-minute, you'll see it on the page, but 30-minute intuitive strategy session. And let's see. Just add it in there. And that should be shared now for everybody. No, I think it went through. But yeah, if you're wondering, like, a lot of people are like, well, what do I do? Well, this is what I recommend you do. Oh, there it is. Okay, it just showed up on mine. So that's what I recommend you do. We'll go through some of your things here, and if I have time, I might go back and answer a few questions and whatnot after we're done here. But really, the real place to go, is going to be to go ahead and apply for the session, and that way I can really dive in with you deeply and share deeply with you. That's how I like to serve. I want to just serve you fully. And certainly, if you're a fit for this program I'm offering, I'm going to share it with you. And I do, because I'm offering this for the first time right now, this specific program, for the first 6 people that contact me and fill out the application and meet with me and sign up, there's a special opportunity to get started right away at an amazing, investment level that's strong enough to move you forward, but is a significant opportunity for you where others will be investing much more in the future. So this is from my guidance, is to offer it to just 6 of you. We're going to get things moving fast and furious for the pioneers, for the people that are leading the way. To me, this is an entire movement that we're all in together. And I'm just here, just leading the way with this. And I could go on and on with all the words of what is this all about. But I think for those that really get it, and you'll move forward. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. But that's fine. But for those of you that want to meet with me and get that support, fill out the application. I'll review it, and I won't meet with everybody. But if I feel like you're a good fit to meet with me, and I get the guidance to meet with you, I will be more than happy to meet with every one of you, and we'll see what's next for you. We'll just see what's next for you, period, and I'll be able to give you more guidance. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out with a prayer. And so if you'll just join me in connection right here and right now. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, up through your crown chakra, up through your higher self, up to life source energy. And as you exhale, allow that energy to flow back down through your higher self, down through your crown chakra, through all your chakras, down through your physical body, through your auric field, down through your feet, down to the core of the earth. As I speak these words of the I am for everyone in listening to my voice, as I recognize right here and right now, God, life source, spirit, creator is all there is. I'm grateful that life is imbued with the natural goodness that I'm wanting to receive, that everyone on the planet is wanting to receive. Even those that I judge and say they're not getting it, they're bad people, they're evil, or they just are dense, dark energies. I know everyone's calling for the love vibration on the planet. That's what's being called for on the planet. And I'm willing to bring it forth. I'm willing to say that, yes, there might be darkness inside me as well. There's judgments about myself. There's things about me I wonder why they don't shape up. And yet I'm willing to love myself. I'm willing to love myself and to move forward from that place of love and empowerment to get the support and help that I need to move forward, knowing that I'm meant to lead. I'm meant to move forward. Leaders need support. And I'm willing to get the support that I know that is right for me. Whether it's people I already know or something else, it doesn't matter. I'm willing to get the support from the higher realm, from here on the physical plane, from every single level. I'm willing to call in the support, allow me to keep saying yes to my path, yes to what's wanting to emerge through me, to say yes to the financial prosperity that wants to happen through me, to say yes to the full, beautiful spiritual life that I want, to say yes to the beautiful life I want in every level, in my family, in my relationships, in every level of my life, knowing there's an ever greater good in my health, relationships, money, creative expression, and more that wants to be realized through me. And I'm willing to say yes to it, knowing it's a blessing to all. And I'm willing to be the blessing to all that I'm meant to be, to get crystal clear on who those people are I'm meant to serve, more than ever before, how I'm meant to serve them, and to get it done, to finally just start getting it done, to take this next step. So I'm grateful to take the next steps that feel right and aligned and true for me, and let them unfold. So I let it happen. I come from the depth of who I am. The fire inside me is ignited. I'm willing to feel the flame of the fire of the passion that's inside of me, and to trust it, to trust the power that's within me. To see the opportunity is one thing. To feel the fire and the passion, allow myself to feel it, to feel alive, to feel the joy, to finally let the love in and let it be experienced, and allow it, the blessing to come through me, to reach the people it's meant to reach. And so I can reach and feel and experience it myself, that I can not reach it, but be it, be in that energy. I allow myself to say, yes, I'm signing up for that no matter what. I'm saying yes to getting fired up and doing whatever it takes to be the full healer that I am in the biggest, boldest way possible, making the maximum impact on the planet, maximum growth and opportunity for all on every level. So I let it be so, and let the good times roll, and know all is well right here and right now. I let it be so and let it be done. Thank you, God, and so it is. Okay, well, it's been a really delightful and amazing time together with you, and it's always such a blessing to connect with all of you, and I look forward to reviewing your applications and meeting with those of you that want to learn more about how I can support you and to be supported right away through the 30-minute intuitive strategy session. So look forward to everything. You all just enjoy the blessing that you are, and move forward to the fire of who you are, and know all is well. Peace, love, and blessings. Namaste.